in Pelca, like you were just mentioning.
Yeah, Daisy versus the Snake. And we've seen these people play time and time again. Nothing too new. We're going to see turnips pulled. We're going to see grenades pulled. Ling, not even caring, just dancing over that C4. He's like, I don't care. You're not going to do it.
God, I'm such a madman. I just realized again that I have not once stepped off the mic this entire day. I
Yeah,
just did
you
this
didn't do it
yesterday.
yesterday. Like,
I'm going to have no voice for my blocks and shine. I spend the next 2 days literally just not talking to anyone.
Pretty much.
Huh? If you would refill my water, that'd be fantastic. I'd appreciate you.
And right as we're going into this game, Pelca not doing so hot. I mean, usually that is what happens. I mean, but these grenades just barely catching it. Same with that Peach Bomber.
Yeah, you know, I already know Pelca's name of the game is to prevent floating. Like, put out as many projectiles as, grenades as possible to keep Ling grounded. Didn't work though.
Yeah.
Took all of the back end of them peaches.
Usually people get a bit scared when they got to trade with a grenade. Ling understanding, well, it's going to kill you. I'm not going to die, so I'm going to do it.
Exactly. Risk management, like we mentioned before. Knowing where it's okay to get trades and where it isn't.
I love how he just floats right above that grenade, just going over it, just fooling Pelca, making sure that he's still just taking things forward.
Yeah, just trying to keep Pelca on his toes. Like, the main thing is that while you have a stock-up lead, you have to take advantage of this because Pelca can't really afford to try. Wow, what a perfect route to get away from Nikita. Like, I like how Daisy went about that with the dare, just sort of like, get off of me to get to Nikita away.
Exactly. And that turn up just going to be enough just to get Ling on stage, and he's really going to need his Nikita to kill. Nothing yet in the corner, but almost a reversal there. That Peach Bomber not going to work. The Paracel actually traded the grenade.
Yeah, that could have been perfect for Pelca. Ling's sitting here at a very high 190%. Just empty hopping his way into getting that down tilt. Parry? No, crossed them up. Didn't get the punish.
Mixing him up, and now we're seeing that little down smash to Ling that we see him do oh so much. Pelca just trying to land safely, puts out those grenades to stop him, Ling from covering the ledge, and now that shield pressure, not going to be much.
Getting that back out of shield. Poor Pelca, by the way, has been dealing with such a mixture of different play styles over the past 3 sets between Blitz, Hawk, and now Ling. Before, those other two were kind of patient, then ran into janky, like, Game & Watch, and now he's running to a LingLing who is just refusing to stay out of his face. Ling is staying up close and personal the entire time.
Ling loves playing in people's faces. He loves trying to mix up with the movement, and he also loves items. We're seeing, and as you see with the turnips, he knows what he's doing with the grenades too. We'll see him definitely pick him up a couple of them just to extend some of his combos. We know he's just a lab maniac.
Exactly. He spends so much time in the lab. But so is Pelca. Pelca is a lab fiend at that too. That's why he's so talented with multiple characters. But Pelca just, there we go. Finally getting himself a grenade explosion in the up air as well as this up. Oh, there we go. I like what he did, just committing to going for a grab. Perfect route again by Ling getting away, but Pelca evening it back up.
Yeah, he just kind of, it's that same thing with Light. He extended that disadvantage just one step too far, and that's all Pelca really needed. I mean, he was a stock behind. Ling could have played it a bit more patient, but we're not going to talk about
I feel bad for anybody when they're playing against Ling and just trapped in shield pressure. Ling is just a king of shield pressure ability. It's so impressive to see every time he does it. Even as things as simple as the dare to nairs, you'll see him empty hop in front of you like twice just to get you to jump out. Pelca has to play around this. He's running away, trying to get this damage slowly, but
we're seeing him opt for more back airs as well. Just trying to just get a little get off me option that's pretty strong. In the mix of all these grenades, it's the last thing you want to see is that missile kick to the face.
Yeah, Ling just looking for his one opportunity now. Before, he was just kind of rushing in. There we go, just running in, hoping to get the forward throw combo off of a grenade. Because if you forward throw a snake while they have grenade and they explode, you get a guaranteed follow-up if they're within range. Like,
oh, Ling putting up all those back airs and shield pressure just for that bait. You see it, he's just on your shield, and you're like, I gotta get out. And the Ling's like,
exactly
that.
Exactly.
Hit you with the fair on the come up.
The fear of what just happened is like, wait, is he gonna side B and then come back in with like a drop down nair? So I want to run at him to get away from this, right? Like to roll in or something. But Ling faded up enough far away for one to not get punished, but for two to catch him approaching with that fair. Most of the time, the option there is to like run back and get out of there. But Ling sometimes will go after you on that too. It's so scary just having that happen to you.
Now going into game 2, same stage. These are the type of people that are just like, yeah, run it back. Oh my god.
Run it back.
30% just out the explosives, but trading and doing the 30%, honestly not too bad.
Daisy's just like the bravest princess in the world. There's just like 20,000 explosives in her way. It's like, I don't give a damn.
Don't you just want to go wild, right?
Because, baby, you're a firework.
Yeah.
I mean, Ling is a firework now.
And now
She
Ling
just
is getting that work.
went high and got excited. I couldn't even follow up. I was trying to sing the rest, and then he died. All right, but RNG's just rearing his ugly head, showing up for LingLing.
I mean, honestly, shield isn't really something we see Snakes do too often. I don't think it's going to be too crazy.
It's not so much shielding, it's that Ling just gets guaranteed follow-ups at that point.
Yeah, it's
like,
got guaranteed
no matter what, you have to accept the fact that Saturn's going to hit you. See, right there. Saturn into dash attack, just extend. Unfortunately for Ling, didn't get the umbrella he was looking for.
Saturn also makes that sound. It's just like it feels bad when you get hit.
The poor fella just he was just living his life all comfortably and normal. And look at him, he's just trying to get out of there, and he just keeps getting kicked. He's going to get exploded on. Nope. Pelca, the hero of the day, taking Saturn and throwing him away.
Actually, keeping him in the thing just because you said that. And just like that, Pelca is...
There we go. Wow, Ling still didn't even get the kill on that. Hoping to get the kill from the DZ Bomber, but not going to close it out. But it's okay. He's going to get Pelca hoping for a tech there, but instead free-falling to his death because he had no tech in air dodge.
Unfortunate little SD we're seeing. And now Ling continuing his strength, trying to make this comeback. And like we said earlier, this is what you don't want to do versus the Snake. You don't want this lead to be behind you. Yeah, you really need to be ahead of Snake when you can. And now Ling is going to have to really try to concern himself with whether or not he can take this stock.
Yeah, just trying to like amp things up, just trying to keep it simple.
And
but
just like that, almost getting that fair. Nothing entirely done yet, but in the corner, and just like that up. So he was hunting for it. He was just doing some movement.
I'm sorry, what happened a second ago? I got super distracted.
I don't know. I was trying to keep it here, and I was letting look over there.
Somebody stormed off from something. I don't know if somebody stormed off from a redemption bracket or a ladder or something like that. Like, what are you doing?
Did someone rage? I didn't even see it.
Rage on a ladder bracket?
I just know I heard knocking. I thought it was from outside. I saw that door open.
What happened? Oh. Okay.
We're going to see his
All
next game.
I'm about to say, I'm just saying, if you get mad during a ladder bracket, what the hell? But
yeah. Game 3 going to start us off in Battlefield. Pelca doing a bit of a mistake. Ling honestly just waiting. I mean, Ling loves this stage. I'm sure there's also a solid stage for both these characters.
When the ultimate game plan is to let you play yourself. Like, he just stayed still and Pelca hit himself with 10%. And actually, for the first 20 seconds, that's the only damage that's actually happened. Like, what a difference compared to, like, game number 1, Ling went all in, right? Then Pelca stopped that and completely shut it down. Game number 3, these two are just staring each other down. Like, Ling is barely moving. Now he's taking too much percent to pretty much accept staying back.
Yeah, and getting that upper and not too much going to happen. Ling in a bit of a deficit. Going to have to figure out a way to get this damage without taking too much of these grenade explosions.
Yeah, there you go. Get true combo down throw in there. Just rack that damage up. But Pelca looking for the anti-air out tilt. Like, you know he's going to be hunting that out now.
Resetting that C4. Understand, like, sometimes it's just good to just get rid of it, just reset. You don't want that 30-second timer being a death beat.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to fall asleep on the timer and, like, have it, like, cost you. But also, the moment that somebody has gotten a bead on where it is and you realize that the positioning's not that good, like, all right, let me just change it. Yeah, it's not worth it.
And back are going to continue to send him off stage, and a great nair, not going to finish up everything. But Pelca barely landing, starting to set up shop, trying to land now. You see him with these explosions.
Yeah, just closing off all routes for Ling to get any victory. Like, Ling trying to find his opening, finally gets one, but takes a trade as well. Neither one of them dying.
Yeah, not trying to leave any breadcrumbs for Ling to just follow up on. Just trying to finish things up.
And trying to find his way back into Pelca. Oh, that was a decent delay, but the grenade's stopping it, and Pelca just doing a great job on defense. All he needs is one straight hit.
Even
pretty much close it out.
Confirm this.
That's true. Yeah, he is at down throw kill percent at this point.
And he's just opting for Ling to get impatient. And just like that, Ling looking for the call out. barely going to live.
Yeah, Battlefield definitely coming in to provide a little bit of life support assistance for LingLing. LingLing just waiting for Pelca to make one defensive mistake as well. Both of them just... There we go. Back throw is not going to do it.
That thing was nerfed.
Yeah, I was going to say that is definitely nerfs coming in. But Ling going down there with the swiftness to close that out with that air. And no tech available for you, sir. Your credit's not good enough.
Both of them dying from down under. Now Ling looking to continue.
Is he gonna close it out from here?
Beach Bomber. Maybe so. I mean,
he might be.
Ling knows what he's doing, especially off stage. Just waiting for that air dodge, of course. Get in there. 89%
maximum damage. Even though he couldn't close a stock out or anything like that. 0 to 89 for one mistake off stage. Very great capitalization from Ling right there.
As some would say, big wow.
Wow.
Just like that.
Great values.
Yeah, great
like
value,
great value
wow.
smash.
Great value, wow. D4 not going to do it, but actually just to mix up to get that bear in, and he's going to continue with those.
Yeah, you know, after taking 89 or 80-ish%, whatever it was, from that first interaction, Pelca has completely run this back. Like, Pelca is playing so well right now. We'll almost catch it. If Ling had a spot dodge there, that would have been it.
He's actually just been trying to make a lot more call-outs as his percent's been growing. Gotta do the right DI for the right side smash of Daisy. Yeah,
a bit of a miscue on that Nikita there. I don't know if he was trying to do it on the other side or not, or maybe go for a B-reverse landing grenade. That's my assumption. But there you get to go. Good jump back. Oh, just barely missing that C4.
Just dancing around that. A great job of playing. Now, looks like he did exactly what he wanted to do, but was not prepared for that time. And Peach Bomber also sneaky, and just like that bear, gonna push him off.
Absolutely great option coverage there, forcing him to hold the turn up and like going down there trying to, you know, a lot of times when people are at the corner, getting up till there is Pelca over LingLing. But a lot of people are at the corner, you want to get out of there as fast as possible. Ling knew it was coming, and Pelca also knew he was gonna jump from that ledge. This is, what are we at, 2 minutes, 40 seconds? Yet another very long drawn out match.
Yeah, I mean, both of these players, they're just trying to opt it out. Ling not trying to trade too much because he knows that these grenade explosions are something he can't afford, and definitely doesn't want to play around with the lead he has right now. And while it might only be a bit over 50%, it's still very important.
Hey, man, for every second that goes in these long matches, every percent that enters that much more. And for Ling, it took one interaction and mistake to go from being in the lead to 70% to 37, and now Pelca gets to play the camping game, waiting for Ling to approach.
Yeah, just like that. Now we got to hope and see if Ling can manage to close it out. I mean, he has to go in now. He's just trying to choose his moment. We got 2 minutes on the clock.
Yeah,
I think sure Pelca's aware.
You see, most people would like go in by now, but like Ling is decided, like, you know what? I have I have 1 minute and 47 seconds to not be able to play this round anymore because that
gets kicked. That's all it is.
Disconnected, man. Service disconnected.
Yeah.
Match over. No, it's not because it's losers finals.
It's losers finals. Pelca refueling with that water. Just so you guys know, just look at this guy. Beautiful example of a human being. Stay hydrated. We're about to go into game 4. That one almost lasting the entire 7 minutes.
Do I hug you now, or supposed to hug you? I think I'm supposed to hug you now. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, stay hydrated, folks. Drink lots of water. It's very important. And hopefully for Ling, he's staying plenty hydrated too, because he needs to have all wheels turning and all thought processes running properly, because that was a very long match again, and he didn't come out on top. Pelca wants him to run out of steam really bad so he can get his match against Light in Grand Finals, who's currently sitting there waiting for somebody to make their way to him. Ling hoping for the run back on him, but right now we'll see what happens.
Immediately, if Ling opts to go for a stage that's a bit more flat, probably better for the type of gameplay that we're seeing. I mean, Pelca's doing a great job setting up shop, a bit better than Ling was able to do it with conversion. And I think this big stage that's going to make Ling live a bit longer. I mean, we saw him at over 200%. Definitely looking like that's the game plan he's going to opt for.
It's a good point you made too, because combos only mean so much if you can't land them. Like if you have no ways to open somebody up. Wow, I mean, Pelca getting all kinds opened up right now by Ling. What an amazing edge guard.
And that's just the difference it makes. Pelca can't really run to those platforms anymore for help. He can't set up shop there. And with the changing scenery, even the platform layout.
I really love Ling's custom combos when he has turn-ups in hand. I also love the immediate answer from Pelca that he had too. But Oh, where's he going? Gotta dig deep.
Now Ling just trying to stay as close as possible to him, like
Yeah.
right in that, like the very start of mid-range.
Yeah, and Ling's kind of caught on to the fact that Pelca's been like rising with Dare quite a bit from the platform, from the ledge, a lot more as the matches progressed. He really was holding on to that for a long time, but now, there we go, dropping in with that Nair. That move is so rough. There you go, positioning himself perfectly to cover that out with
just
the up
barely
tilt.
missing the Peach Bomber. I mean, what we've seen in difference in this, the really big difference is that Ling is just opting for his burst gameplay, which you usually see him do. And that's the big difference.
Yep.
After that slow crawl of a game, Ling's like, you know what? You're not going to tire me out. I'm just going to make you explode.
And it's a good way to go about it, too, because after, like, sure, that game may have lasted a long time and he may have lost it, but game number 1, he went super aggressive. And then when you continuously play with that same hyper-aggressive playstyle, games like game 2 happen, where he ended up losing to Pelca. So changing it back off of being that far behind with that slow playstyle has now kind of allowed him to get a lot more openings. Also, he had a really good edge guard a couple times to close things out, too.
Yeah, that kind of stuff is crazy. I mean, also Town, not too big on the side, which is definitely a great reason for any feature Daisy player to opt for it. Ooh, just getting that grenade. Looking for a small opening. Even with the C4 there, not too scared because he also knows Pelca is there as well. Especially in the last stock that's 4 throughout the stage. Got to put a lot of pressure on Ling waiting with that turn up. He's waiting.
Yeah, Ling digging deep, hoping to catch Pelca going to the left-hand side again because Pelca has been regularly trapped on the inner portion of that corner, and he knows that's where Ling wants him. Oh, that's one of the Pelca specials. It's not going to work out this time. Pelca loves waiting for later in the matches to go for a fair on his way back in to take stocks away. It works all the time, particularly against LingLing, actually. It's happened quite a bit, but LingLing adjusting, realizing, nope, maybe you stock up. I'm not going to go anywhere near you. And it was a perfect, almost counter bait, I guess. I don't know if it was intentional or not, but he closed it out again on the recovery.
I mean, Ling is one of those people who loves to do a lot of movement in front of you. It's like a peacock spreading its wings. You don't know what's happening.
If you see a peacock spreading its wings in front of you, I highly suggest you probably just run. Because anytime I see look, I have, unfortunately, as a child, decided to square up with some birds before. Spoiler alert, you don't win. Okay? So, don't do it. It wasn't a peacock. They were geese at a lake. I had a wiffle bat. They had 7 of them. All I'm saying is, no, they had 7 geese. It wasn't 7 geese.
Geese. Yeah, 7 wiffle bats.
7 geese with wiffle bats, holding the wiffle bats of the fallen children who decided to fight them. But so, anyways, game number 5 here on Yoshi's.
Yeah, we're gonna go right into it. Just obviously opting out for that platform layout. This is full DSR. Ling not banning this stage actually. I mean, the smaller size blast zones are definitely something that's gonna help. And the platforms being a bit more separated compared to Battlefield.
Also, not having to worry about the ban on Battlefield because DSR is in effect. I am pretty surprised that he actually allowed Yoshi's to go off too, now you pointed out, because that match worked so well for Pelca on the last one. Granted, Ling has a very comfortable lead right now, but we'll see if you can make the changes.
I think the difference is going to be the play style. Before we saw the like that slow gameplay, and now you see how we're seeing Ling just trying to stay in that mid-range, not trying to stay too crazy about it, and he's just waiting to burst in. It's like he's doing an explosive workout.
Yeah, he's sticking to that same game plan of, like we pointed out before, the burst. He realizes this is the successful thing, and Pelca hasn't really been able to shut it down so far. Whatever's working, keep it going until you need to start going patient again.
Exactly, and that's exactly what we're seeing as he's at 100% and just barely dancing through those grenades, trying to finish up that stock as he does with that back air.
That was a good bait from LingLing there, dropping down below the blast zone, making it look like he was going to go for something like an up smash instead. So as soon as the air dodge came through, he was able to cover it.
And just like that, Pelca looking for the up tilt. Ling understanding that, actually trying to bait in the Lego shield after those dares. Oh, and that Nikita just going to take him out the side. And now we're at a grand spanking even game. And Pelca looking to send a message to that fair. Nothing coming too big out of it. Ling just opting on to make him land. Great job by Ling, actually not trying to mess with those grenades, but Pelca Just trying to making the most of it.
That's so important for Pelca right now. Like with Ling getting a little bit more afraid of the grenades as the match has gone on. Oh, digging deep up there for that up air. Oh, he still has a grenade in hand. Yeah, he can't afford to go back down there. He had to hold on to that. Last thing you want to do is take your grenade explosion and get hit by up air.
Okay, actually thinking that Ling would get hit by it. Now it's setting up shop again, but a bit too close. Ling really trying to make the most of it as Pelca trades his way out.
And Pelca's been getting a lot smarter on reactions with these trades as well. Like when he's been in position to cover, he has. LingLing though, gotta force him to go low, and the Daisy Bomber is actually gonna end up snapping the ledge a little early. But those small blast zones, like you pointed out before, I think definitely helped a little bit there, closing that stock out.
Might be the big reason why Ling didn't actually ban this stage. Understanding that while he can get the aggression going and while the platforms are there, as long as he gets some good burst options, as long as he can get Pelca off stage, these stocks are going to end quicker. And that's exactly what Ling wants.
And Ling is actually a huge fan of triplats in general. Like he usually loves Battlefield. This Battlefield is such an amazing stage for Snake. But I agree. I think part of why he left this wide open is because he gets these earlier kills, and he's somehow staying alive. Never mind. The key to finding the mark.
Yeah, doing a good job of stealing it out. That's what Ling was doing, apparently. Pelca, no shame in letting it keep blasting through as you know these rest of these explosives. And Ling, kind of just seeing what he can do, playing a bit patient, has a bit of a lead. Doesn't actually extend too much once he gets Pelca off stage there.
Yeah, like you don't really want to extend a little bit too hard. This match is coming down to the wire, and at this point, every small mistake matters so much.
Oh,
he got the tech off of that forward air that almost stole the game away for Ling. But thankfully for Ling, the wall was in the way to cut that out.
Dang, yo, that's what I gotta say. And that back air, gonna trade with a grenade. Both of these players just one small interaction away from losing. If Ling can finish this, he'll do a great job of dodging that C4.
There we go. Yeah, forcing the air dodges too. What's the ledge trap option for LingLing? And I just like the retreat from Pelca. Like, get out of it as quick as possible, but he gets hit yet again. What's the option on recovery? It should be it. There it is, finally getting him digging low with the nair, closing it out.
Smile? Daisy was so happy about that.
She was so pleased with everything that happened there. That match right there, it was one of the